If you love those Christmas looks that are timeless and bold, the best Dollar Tree secrets are about to unfold. We got gingerbread glamour and peppermint delight, plus the popular velvet that shines ever so bright. Inspired by the style that Ralph Lauren knows best, this jam-packed video will put your skills to the test. Welcome to CJ DIY. I am C. Those Halloween frames from Dollar Tree are great find and perfect for Christmas transition. I will remove the hardware from the back and the inside part, and I will distress the frame with those two golden paints from Dollar Tree. Those are similar like a rub and buff, and I will bring my frame into rustic vintage golden look with distressing it with my brush. For the inside part, I am covering it with this velvet burgundy fabric that I have in my stash. I just cut off a portion and I will glue it on the back of it. Simple, doesn't need to be perfect because this part will be covered and nobody will see it. I'm adding a glue on the edges and adding the fabric on top of it until the whole cover is nice and smooth on the other side. I will cut off the excess just a little bit and I will add this part on the back of my frame. I will add the hardware parts on the back of the frame and I will leave it on the side. And with just 2 steps, I show you how you can transition your scary looking Halloween frames into an amazing high-end Christmas looks. This is the new Iron Orchid Design Santa mold, and I will add some resin and make a beautiful Santa face with it. With adding this casting resin from A and B bottle, I'm mixing up the resin very well for a few seconds and then I will pour it into my mold. I really love to work with resin better than the dry clay because when you use dry clay, you need to worry if your figure will crack or not. With resin, as soon as you pour the liquid in, you will have a perfect look from your mold in one piece. You don't need to worry about crackling or anything else, and it's done in just a few minutes. Now that Santa is ready, I remove it from the mold. And first, I thought I will only distress it with a gold paint and that's it. But at the end, this Santa deserves more to it, some more colors. So I ended up adding some color on his eyes, blue and green. And I also cover his face with this peach paint. I found this paint at Dollar Tree and some cute red cheeks. And I play around a little bit with it and I think I like how he ended up looking. And now to finish off the Santa look, at the end we need some little bit of sparkle with adding a Mod Podge on his beard and on the fur on the head with adding a glass glitter. And finally, to finish off this look, I'm adding a tight bond glue on my Santa on the back, and for immediate hold, I added a hot glue on the edges. And on top of the frame, you can add this cute bow ornament, but at the end, I decided to leave it nice and simple like this. One of my favorite finds at Dollar Tree are those arch mirror frames. I remove the mirrors and I paint the frames with a chalkboard black paint. I let them dry and now I will distress them with the golden shimmer just a little bit so we can make them look not plastic and more high-end with those two colors. I'm cleaning off my mirrors with this glass foam cleaner from Dollar Tree. I love it. And then I will put those mirrors back to my frame and I will add some golden transfers from this new IOD gilded booklet. And with adding those two labels on top of the mirrors, I already have a boutique looking gorgeous frame, perfect for Christmas. Those transfers are so easy to do. It's the same way like we are adding the IOD transfers with a scraper. I'm just releasing the header sheet until I have the whole transfer on my surface, and in few minutes you have a brand new look just like so. I'm adding the transfer on my second mirror and that part is done. For extra embellishment on top of my frames, I added these velvet bow ornaments that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. And that's it for this quick and easy project, and nobody will believe that we made these with Dollar Tree frames. For every season, I am using book covers. I painted one with a black paint and I'm adding 2 more books that I found at Dollar Tree. I will be adding transfers for those 3 booklets from the IOD Christmas release, and I will mix them with the gilded transfers as well. On the first one, I'm adding Santa where he's reading a book. Super quick and easy. You just release the transfer with the scraping tool from the header sheet, and I will mix and match with the gilded transfer on top of the Santa. I added a gilded label, and on the bottom I will be adding some golden branches. I saw Ellen J. Goods. She made some black books as well with different kind of transfers, so she inspired me to use black book covers this time, and it looks just amazing. With adding all those transfers, you're making your book covers unique and beautiful per your taste, and they can implement just perfect within your Christmas decor. On the side of the book, I'm adding a December label and more gilded transfer, and the first book is done. I will repeat the same step on my second and third book with different transfers from my booklets, and at the end, after I add up all those transfers to seal them, I just cover them with a clear wax. And that's it for this quick and easy makeover. As I am scrolling to the new holiday booklet from Pottery Barn, I see all those beautiful traditional colors with some traditional designs on the plates and patterns, and it reminds me to all those decorations that I made with the arch mirrors as well. And it's just perfect for this coming Christmas season. that we made with Dollar Tree items, and they look equally beautiful as those at Pottery Barn, and they're way cheaper than them. Now that my second book cover is done, on the side I added up some frosted berry garland, and on the third book I will add more different transfers, and on the side I decided to add Wart Winter, mix it with a gilded transfer as well, so they can all look cohesive and beautiful together. More frames from Dollar Tree, this time oval size and rectangular. I really love those frames. They have so many details and they're perfect for a makeover. I'm removing the inside part so I can work on the frames. I thought I will cover them with the antique wax, but the antique wax didn't work on these plastic frames. And at the end I just covered them with the DIY weathered wood chalk paint, and I will let them dry. Now that they're dry, I will distress them with the same golden shimmer that I've been using on all my frames, and with this and the mixture of this weathered wood paint, it will give like a rustic metallic vintage look that it will be just perfect. For my oval frames, I will be adding those winter forage molds that I made with resin. I will distress them a little bit with a golden paint, and I will glue them on the black background, and that's it for that quick and easy makeover. For the rectangular frame, I will be using these new Dollar Tree ornaments. I think will look just perfect with adding it to this frame. I will add the hanger on top of the frame, and then where I glue it to cover that part, I will add one of those iodine bow that I distressed with the gold and brown a little bit, and will be perfect embellishment. And also on the bottom of this frame, I mean, it looks perfect just like this with adding that bow on top of it, but I decided to add this little label that I also made out of the IOD molds. I added a joy from one of those IOD booklets, and that's it for this makeover. I think it looks just perfect. So if you see those ornaments and those frames at Dollar Tree, grab them. You can make this just perfect for your home decor or perfect for a Christmas gift. I also covered the ornament on top with some berries just for extra embellishment and more high-end look, and that's it. For my next project, I will be using this Partridge Lane booklet, and I will be adding transfers on round gift boxes. So I'm cutting off these houses and making like a village on each house. So on the largest one, I added all those houses and adding more on the back to cover the whole box with all those transfers. Those are such a perfect gift idea to add some gifts, or you can add some cookies to those boxes and they will look so unique and beautiful for Christmas. Also, I added some transfers on the leads to make it more cohesive and prettier. On this one, I added this beautiful bow wreath, and I will finish off this box on the back with adding more houses to complete the look on this box. I'm adding more houses on the second box. Also on the lid, I will add a different garland from this booklet. And for my third box, I will be adding some numbers 1 through 12 as a 12th day of Christmas. And to finish off on the fourth box, I added some garland with a bow and a different wreath, and that's it for this quick and easy makeover. For my next project, I will be using this clear ornament from Dollar Tree, and this time I am adding a silver gilded transfer from IOD. Some people don't like a golden finish, so I wanted to show you in a different way with the silver finish. Simple and easy. You just add the transfer on top of the ornament, and also for the inside part I added some fillers just for extra embellishment, and for less than 5 minutes you have a perfect ornament. Another amazing idea is creating a snow globe, also from Dollar Tree. Super simple and easy. It comes even with a booklet and it show you how to use it. What I did for this one, super simple and easy. In front, I just added another gilded silver transfer where it says Christmas, and for the inside part, I just glue 3 small trees. I fill it out with the water. I added some glitters and some glass crystals inside of it for some embellishment. And not even 5 minutes, you created a perfect snow globe for Christmas. To rise it up, I'm adding one of those glass Dollar Tree candle holders. I will glue it on the bottom. Also, I added those mirror tiles on the bottom of the snow globe, and around the candle holder I will add some silver leaf ribbon, and on top I'm adding this bow that I made from IOD molds. I added some glitter on top of the bow, and that's it for this quick and easy DIY. For my next project, I am using this Easter sign from Dollar Tree. I painted black on the other side. Also, I will cover the Easter sign with some paper. And I am adding another silver transfer, just perfect, with a black background, bringing all that silver into details with the Christmas tree and all those design around. This frame will look like originally was made like this. Now that I transfer all these beautiful silver designs for the frame, I am adding this faux pearl ribbon, and also I will seal it with a clear wax. For extra embellishment, I made this 4-loop bow. Also, I am adding this IOD bow that I made, and I added this glitter German glass on top of the bow for extra shimmer. I will add this bow on top of my other 2 bows that I made, and that's it for this quick and easy DIY. Those mirrors are great find at Dollar Tree. They look like a snowflakes, perfect for this coming Christmas season. In the middle of the mirror, I'm adding more transfers with some silver designs and nothing else. And it looks so high-end and so beautiful and cohesive with my other silver projects that I made. The new candle holders from Dollar Tree with the new table trays are just a perfect combination for Christmas. I grabbed one of each and I will turn them into a riser with adding a tight bond glue for sturdy hold and hot glue for immediate hold. And I have a perfect stand so I can add my gingerbread decor to it. I found those cute classical gingerbread Santa and Mrs. Santa Claus and their house ornaments from Hobby Lobby for just $2 or $3. I'm removing their hooks since they were ornaments and I don't need the hooks, so I can add them to my riser. And now that I removed the hooks, I will add them on top of my riser. To make them stand, I just added a glue on the bottom parts. And to rise up their home on the back, I just add a wooden slice. And I will add those golden brush trees from Dollar Tree in front of the house. And on the back of the house, I will add one of those golden brush trees also from Dollar Tree. I have also added some golden branches to be all cohesive with this classical gingerbread decor. And also I'm adding those golden white vase fillers just to fill out the space. I have also created a velvet brown bow that I glue it on the tray. To finish off this look, I'm also adding these gingerbread ornaments and I am just removing their hooks on top, and to cover that hook I'm just adding a puffy paint. And that's it for this quick and easy makeover. This is such a cute riser. If you have a glass cloche, you can add a glass cloche on top of the tray, and voila, perfect look for your kitchen decor this year. I display it with some of my DIYs that I made last year with a combination of another couple of Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus and all those trees and gingerbread people and velvet round gift boxes, so it can look like a window display from a boutique gorgeous store. For my next project, I'm using another Dollar Tree candle holder. And in the middle part, I want to tie this velvet brown ribbon, and also I made a bow that I glue it, and it looks just perfect like this. You can add some candles and call it a day. But for this little candle holder, I will create a cloche. I have it in my stash, this glass cloche. Also, Dollar Tree is carrying this floral garden plastic cloche that you can use. I will fill out the inside part with a faux snow from Dollar Tree, and after I fill out with the snow, on top of my glass cloche, I will add this finial that I have in my stash. This finial is from Old Ornament. You can add any kind of cap or handle on top to make it more high-end. And for the inside part, I will just add this frosted gingerbread house ornament, and I will add it on top of the candle holder. I will glue it, and for extra embellishment and to make it more with the gingerbread effect, the bottom part on my cloche, I will just add a puffy paint and creating like a little swirls, and that's it. For less than 5 minutes, I have a perfect gingerbread look. Dollar Tree is selling this cute wooden tray, and I will turn it into a gingerbread pottery barn inspired tray. Before that, I stained it with antique wax. I let it dry, and now with the puffy paint, I am creating similar design like the one at the pottery barn. And in no time, you will have an amazing gingerbread classic tray to add your sweets for the holiday. And to decorate the tray, I'm using these Hobby Lobby mugs, gingies, spoons, all at 50%. They're perfect pottery barn dupes and perfect for our Christmas classical gingerbread decor. Another amazing find at Dollar Tree are those bells, ornaments, and I will paint it with a combo of brown and a nutmeg paint. I let it dry, and now with the puffy white paint, I am creating icing into a gingerbread decor. Just whenever you create this icing, just be creative. Same thing when you add icing on your cookies, you can use the same method, except you are using puffy paint, and you will have an amazing, beautiful, high-end gingerbread decor. To finish off the look, on the hook, I'm adding a velvet brown ribbon and tying it and creating just a simple shoelace bow. And that's it for this cute and beautiful gingy decor. My next project, I am using these wooden house slices from Amazon, and I will paint them with the brown paint. And after I paint them, I will add some icing, same way like I added on my previous projects. Turn them into a gingy decor, super cute and easy. I went over their doors, windows, openings, just to make it more cohesive and more whimsical and classical. Very easy to do. And there is so many things you can do with these mini house wooden slices, and I will show you a couple of ways soon as I'm done with all this icing, and it will look amazing, beautiful, and priceless. On top of the puffy paint, I am adding white glitter so we can add that frosting on all of those houses. And after that, I will create a wreath with one of my garland that I have in my stash. And to make it into a wreath, I will just add a zip ties to make like a circle. And after I create the wreath, I will add more cedar peaks to make it more realistic. I like those cedar peaks. I have this garland while back, and I think with turning it into a wreath will look just perfect. Now that I have my wreath, I will add my frosted houses in front. In the middle, I will create a simple velvet brown bow, and voila! Very inexpensive but beautiful looking wreath. For my next project, I am creating ornaments with these wooden beaded tassels from Dollar Tree. I painted them with a brown paint, and I'm adding the icing, turning them into a gingerbread ornaments. I'm using more wooden slice houses with adding a nutmeg and a brown paint, this time lighter colors, and also adding some icing on them, same way like I did on my other wooden houses. And for those houses, I will turn them into a tray with adding wood round and just gluing those houses on the edges as a frame for this tray. Super quick and easy and beautiful tray, perfect for Christmas. Gingerbread, sweet and brown, bring Christmas cheer to every town. With icing bright and cinnamon spice, the gingerbread man makes Christmas nice. Those gingerbread wax melts are also from Dollar Tree, just perfect to add them on top of your candles. Not only will they smell delicious, they will look amazing for our cold Christmas nights. Another amazing looks are those wooden beaded frames from Dollar Tree. What I will do is I will paint the frames into brown and I will add some icing, turn them into a gingerbread decor. For the inside part, I will add some burlap fabric, one of the polka dots and just a plain, and I will add some transfers with the gingerbread decor. I have those gingerbread transfers from last year. Those transfers are from Essential Stencils, and just adding this little detail, it will bring a perfect touch for gingerbread looks. To add the transfers is so easy to do. You just add the transfer with the scraping tool and you release the header sheet and the transfer will stay on the fabric. Perfect little detail. I will repeat the same step on my other two burlap fabrics. I will add them into my frames. Also on top of the frames, when I add all those transfers, I will add some icing just to make them more gingerbread looks, and so easy to do. Those wood round beaded signs are perfect for a cute gingy face. First thing, I will add a rig-rag ribbon on the edges. Super quick and easy project. After I add the ribbon, I am just cutting off the excess and now I'm adding a cute face. You can always draw some cute eyes and lips. This time I decided to add some cute decals. Those decals are from Snowman decals, but I am just using the eyes and the lips. I have those decals from Amazon and I will add some cheeks with a red paint and my brush paint and a nose. And also with a puffy paint, I will add some sparkle on the eyes, on the nose, and on the edges as well. And for less than 5 minutes, you have a perfect gingerbread cute face and another beautiful detail for your kitchen decor. Another amazing look with these Christmas tree tabletops from Dollar Tree. I will decoupage them with this Mackenzie Child mocha checkered design. Super easy to do with just adding a Mod Podge and then cutting off the excess. You will have an amazing look for those Christmas trees. For smoother edges, I'm just using the lighter. And now that I have my both trees done, I will also add a metallic golden puffy paint on the edges just for a high-end look. And that's it for this quick and easy makeover. And I'm also making another tabletop with these wooden 3 slices, but to make them more thicker, I'm just adding 3 slices with gluing them on top of each. And after I glue them, I will add some IOD tree transfer to make it more beautiful and unique. And that's it for this quick and easy makeover. To make it stand also, I will add a wooden slice on the bottom, and it will be perfect next to my decoupage Mackenzie Child inspired trees that I just made. This is a cute project that you can make for your kiddos. I'm using these gingerbread wood cutouts from Dollar Tree. I painted them with a brown paint. I'm adding a 3D face stickers. I'm adding some chicks with the paint and then puffy paint for the edges. I added some faux mint candy as buttons. And for the girl, I made her a dress with the burlap polka dot fabric, and also I added a rig-rack ribbon on the edges. And super quick, I also added her a velvet bow on top. And now I will add my gingies to this square wood sign. I am also decoupaging the square sign just for extra details on the edges to create like a frame. I will add the metallic golden swirls. Super quick and easy project with the puffy paint, and you can make with your kiddos. You will have lots of fun and it will be a perfect look as well. Very inexpensive to do. Will be using this Dollar Tree vase. I picked up a brown paint and a baking soda. I will be covering this vase with the paint first, and since this paint is not that thick, I also added a apple barrel brown paint, and at the end I added truffle chalk paint from Waverly. So with a mixture of those three paints, I have the look that I like. I covered this vase with the 2 good coats. While the vase is all wet, I will cover it with a baking soda and I will leave it on the side for a couple of hours until it all gets dry. Now that it's dry after a few hours, I grab a dry brush and I'm removing the baking soda of my vase, and voila, you have a viral velvet look that we did with Dollar Tree vase paint and baking soda. Inside of the vase, I will be adding these branches from Hobby Lobby with the velvet ornaments, just perfect and cohesive with the vase that we made. And voila, you have a high-end look for Christmas. Another amazing looks with different kind of branches that they're cohesive with the vase. Also, I picked up from Hobby Lobby, very cheap. If you have a chance, just go. They're like 50% off and they have a variety of those branches. They're even cheaper than the Dollar Tree ones, and you can create an amazing look that it won't break a bank. For my next project, I will be using this wooden ring from Dollar Tree and this oval shaped wooden plaque from Dollar Tree as well. I painted those with a white paint. I let them dry. And now that they're dry, I will put them together with adding a floral foam in between. I'm gluing this floral foam on the oval plaque, and on top I will glue the ring. I'm adding the generous amount of glue until the ring is staying sturdy. But to make it even more sturdy between the ring and the foam, I will add a Chanel stamp so we can have a sturdy base. Around the ring, I will be adding this silver leaf wreath that I have in my stash, with adding a glue on the bottom and cover the whole ring with this cute silver leaf wreath. Now that my ring is covered, before I add some frosted pigs, I will be adding my Fiki sign. This is my cute Pomeranian that we lost this summer, and he was too good to be true, and we had a blessings to have him in our lives, and sadly God decided to take him with him. and we will miss him dearly, but I wanted to dedicate this sign for my little cute boy who was too good to be true. You can add any sign that you like in the middle part for Christmas, and you can cover the bottom part with frosted peaks, foam, berries, all those from Dollar Tree, and it will look amazing as a centerpiece, or you can put it on your vignette for Christmas time. For extra embellishment, I will be adding some frosted snowflakes stickers from Dollar Tree, blue, and at the end I added a white sticker as well. And on top, I will be adding these hanging ornaments that I have from Amazon, and I added 3 of them, 1 in the middle and 2 on the side. I'm adding LED candles from Dollar Tree, and also on top I'm adding this wings ornament that belongs with my Fiki, and Fiki with his wings, he's watching over us until we meet again. Also on the back I added some frosted peaks, and that's it for this creation. For my next creation, I'm using 2 deers ornaments that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I'm removing their hanger on top, and I will just add a little bit of paint and a baking powder so we can have the velvet finish like those deers are. And after I cover them with a baking powder, I will let them on the side for a few hours until they get dry, and I will remove the baking powder, and it won't be noticeable that those deers had a hanger on top because we covered them with the paint and the baking soda. Now that my deers are perfect, we will create a centerpiece. For a base, I will be using this round lid that I got from my round boxes in my stash. I covered the side with a brown velvet ribbon and the top with a brown velvet fabric that I have from Dollar Tree, and I'm just gluing that portion, and we have a perfect base where we will add our velvet deers to it. Now that my round base is all nice and covered, I will work around with frosted branches that I have. Some of them are from Dollar Tree, some of them are from Hobby Lobby. I'm adding these picks and some berries, Dollar Tree pine cones and branches, and a golden brush tree, just to make it all nice, cohesive and whimsical and perfect for Christmas. You can be creative and add any kind of Christmas theme that you're decorating this year. Doesn't need to be with all those neutral brown colors. You can add some red, green, white, black, whatever theme scheme you're creating, and it will look gorgeous with adding little touches like I do, and it won't break a bank, but it will look like you bought a piece like this from a boutique, gorgeous, expensive store. Now that I created my centerpiece, I will add it inside of this round velvet polka dot box that I have in my stash. This is a box from Henry Bendel. For those of you in New York, do you remember Henry Bendel? That was one of my favorite designer store. Too sad that it doesn't exist anymore, but I still have their beautiful, amazing pieces. And now with adding this centerpiece inside of this round box, it looks like $1,000,000. I'm creating another centerpiece with a wooden Dollar Tree ring and a wooden square plaque. I'm adding them together, and before I add some pieces to it, I will stain it with a truffle chalk paint, and I will add some Holy Family to them. Now that I stained them first, before I add some embellishment, I'm adding a Dollar Tree lights around the ring. It's such a cute and very inexpensive idea with adding the battery piece on the back, and I will glue it so it won't be visible and we can exchange the battery very easy. Now on top I will add the Holy Family, Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus on top of it. This is an ornament that I have from Walmart, and I am just adding it with the glue on top and let it hang just like that. On the bottom part, I picked up some branches from Dollar Tree. Those are new ones this year. They look so high-end with the golden ornaments, and I will add 3 of them, and then on top I will add this gilded cross that it's also from Dollar Tree, and that's it. I will add some berries on the side to make it more high-end and more fuller, and not even in few minutes you have an amazing, beautiful look. Also, I added those 2 cedar peaks between the ornament and the ring on top to make it more fuller, and our creation is done very quickly. I'm creating another Christmas decoration with another round lid from a round box with adding these ribbon transfers. Those are transfers from Redesign with Prima. The booklet is called Sacred Night Mighty Transfers, and it's full with nativity stories to life with the beautiful illustrated scenes, angels, stars, and more. So I'm adding this wreath on the inside part of my round lid. It's just perfect. I will seal it with clear wax, but before that I'm adding a velvet ribbon on the inside part and the same velvet ribbon on top to give a texture and more high-end look. After adding the velvet and sealing it with a clear wax, I will be adding another ornament of my Holy Family with a baby Jesus, Saint Joseph, Saint Mary, just perfect, the reason for the season. On the back, I'm adding a LED candle so we can light up the star on top of the Holy Family. I added some branches on the side, and I am adding a cross on top, and voila, you have an amazing, beautiful look, just perfect for our beautiful Christmas. I will be adding more transfers on those wood rounds from Dollar Tree with this Sacred Night collection from Redesign with Prima, adding some angels, baby Jesus, and I am creating just a perfect ornament. I think those transfers implement perfect with those wood rounds. On the back, after I added the transfers, I will add some velvet ribbons to make it nice and cohesive. I will also seal my transfers. For those of you who never use the transfers, what you need to do, with the help of a scraping tool, you are releasing the header sheet and you have a beautiful transfer on the surface, and it looks like the piece that you are creating is originally made with this transfer. Also, to seal it, you can use a Mod Podge, or like I do, I am using a clear DIY wax, and super quickly and very easy you can create amazing unique looks with those transfers. Another amazing creation can be done with those plaques, also from Dollar Tree. You don't need to do anything. You can add paint as you like, but I would love to leave these as they are, as their natural colors, with adding more transfers to it, with some angels, and amazing look, perfect for Christmas, perfect as a Christmas gift or part as your home decorations. And for my last look, I grabbed a couple of those mini frames from Dollar Tree and a wooden frames, and I will add this music note background on each of them, and on top I will add more ribbon transfer from the Sacred Night collection redesigned with Prima to finish up the looks with those pigeons, angels, and nativity looks. Just perfect for Christmas. We can use these frames as a Christmas ornaments, adding it on our trees with just adding some ribbon on top as a handle, or we can add them to our vignettes. Either way, they look perfect. We can use those frames also for a Christmas gift. They are very beautiful, high-end looks, but very inexpensive. I really like these new beaded wooden frames from Dollar Tree. They came in 2 different sizes. If you see those, grab them because they will sell out quickly. And yes, super quick and easy and amazing looks I created today. And I hope I gave you tons of ideas with all those amazing different creations in this episode. I'm using this wooden box from Dollar Tree with adding some styrofoam and covering it with a moss also from Dollar Tree. With these decorations today, I will bring you the sense of the childhood fun, old-fashioned candy shops, and bright, joyful holiday spirit. I will be using this cute Santa figurine with gingies, gluing it on top of the moss. Behind Santa, I'm adding 2 peppermint trees, perfect and cohesive with my Santa and gingerbread and candies. Next to Santa, I will add these Noel blocks from this garland that I picked up from Dollar Tree. Santa figurine and peppermint trees are from Hobby Lobby at 50% just for few dollars. So now I am layering the blocks vertically so we can set them up for Santa's candy shop. On top of the blocks, I'm adding 1 green bead, and later I will add some gingy mini candies on those blocks. As well, I'm adding 2 more gingerbread cutouts, and I am gluing them behind Santa to make this shop more cohesive and whimsical. Then I'm adding another lollipop peppermint that I also picked up from Hobby Lobby, and some frosted greenies on the back. On the side, I'm adding more peppermint candy, and then I'm filling out this box with more frosted picks and berries combined. Some of them are from Hobby Lobby, some of them are from Dollar Tree. Those beaded picks I picked up from Hobby Lobby for only 99 cents. So if you have a chance, just go and you will have a variety options to grab pieces like this. As I mentioned earlier, I added those mini gingerbreads on my Noel blocks, and also behind Santa I added more peppermint picks, and on the box I just added this stripe ribbon with a stripe bow that I made and some peppermint candy in the middle, and with these beautiful velvet swirls. Is just perfect and done for less than 5 minutes. I'm making a grandma crinkle candy shop with this grandma and Santa couple ornament that I got from Walmart for like few cents. I think it was like 99 cents or $1.99, something like that. I'm removing the hook from the ornament on top, and I will be adding my couple to this vintage tin that I got in my stash. You can add some mason jars. You can create yourself a container with adding some decoupage paper. Equally will look beautiful like this vintage tin that I have. I fill it out with a styrofoam and a floral foam. I'm covering it with a moss, and I will glue my Santa and Mrs. Santa on top of the moss. You can add any ornament you like or any theme as you prefer. Today I wanted to make a red white stripes of the peppermint candy cane that it brings bright, recognizable and festive color scheme that translates beautifully into home decor, party theme with a peppermint candy Christmas and sweet as a candy. Nothing is wrong with that. So now that I added my couple, I'm adding those brush tree from Dollar Tree on the back. I added one large one and couple of small ones next to grandma just to fill out the space. And after that, I will add these lollipops, candies, swirls, and berries and all those frosted picks that I have, and it will look just amazing. Done in 5 minutes. If you're a crafter or if you have a workshop, those centerpieces will fly off the shelf in a second because everybody will love to have pieces like this as a home decor. This is a great, amazing, budget-friendly idea for gifts as well, and everybody will have a smile if they receive a gift like this. To fill out the space, I added some pine cones and more frosted branches from Dollar Tree, adding more berries from those 99-cent ones that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. Those are amazing. They come in a variety colors and they can fill out centerpieces like this, and it will look amazing with whatever you create. On top of the frosted berries, I added some fall mint candies, and I am creating a label to finish off the look. For the label, I'm using this tag from Dollar Tree. I am removing the clip behind it, and I will add a mini IOD transfer. I couldn't choose between the candy or the elf with the package. I decided to add the elf with the gift. I think it will look perfect for this theme, and I will add this transfer with the scraper, and after I add it on my tag, I will just seal it with a clear wax, and I will add a Chanel stem, red Chanel stem, to add that whimsical, kitschy, vintage look, and I will glue it in grandma's hand to look like she's holding this tag. I have also made 2 loop bow with this polka dot ribbon. I will add it in front of my box. I will also add more mint peaks on the back of the couple, and this beautiful centerpiece Candyland is done. I am creating another centerpiece with this wooden block and a floral foam. I will glue those two together. And after I glue those two together on the side of my floral foam, I will add 2 small Christmas trees from Dollar Tree. I will open up the branches, and then on top of the foam, I will also add more green garland that I picked up also from Dollar Tree, and then we can start with the embellishment. You can use this as an amazing centerpiece, or also you can use it as a swag to add on your doors, on your walls, on top of the windows, wherever you like. So this piece will be like a multi-purpose. You can use it either way you like, or you can gift it to somebody for Christmas. Now that I open up the branches, they don't need to be perfect because they will be all covered. I am covering the foam with this garland that I also picked up from Dollar Tree, just to have a base, and then we can add more things to it. Top of the foam, I will be adding this cute candy theme sign. I added a stick on the back, and I am adding it right in the middle, just like so. You can add any kind of sign as you have, or you can have this one. I ordered this one from Temu last year, and it's just perfect, and implement with my ribbons and my candy theme today. I will be using those stripe and a polka dot ribbons that I got from Hobby Lobby with creating loops and tails. At the beginning, I am creating 2 tails with tying them with a tree branch, and now I am creating 1 loop just like so and tying them with the branch of the tree, and then I will open up the loop and creating another loop just like so. You can add as much as ribbon as you want, but I think 2 loops were enough. I'm tying it with a piece of the tree. I'm cutting off the tails like that. I will cut them as a ducktail on the edges, and I will repeat the same step on the other side on the other tree as well. Now that the ribbon is added, I'm adding some faux candy ornaments. I added 2 between each loop on each side. I am adding more lollipops ornaments. I'm just removing the hook from the top. I got those cute ornaments from Hobby Lobby. They were very cheap at 50% off, and you can do a magic with them. I'm adding 2 of them beside the sign, and now I will create a large bow with my bow maker with the same stripe and a polka dot ribbon, creating loops super quick and easy. If you don't want to hold your loops in your hands, you can use a bow maker and you can create any kind of bow as you like. Now that I made the bow, I will tie it with a Chanel stem in the middle, and then I will glue it in the middle part of my centerpiece or of my swag. For more embellishment, I'm adding more swirl velvet picks on each side. Then I will add some frosted berry picks to cover up the mini trees under the loops and to make it more fuller. Those picks are from Dollar Tree, so I'm just cutting them into a couple of pieces, and then I am gluing them in between the loops where the trees are, and with that we'll have a more fuller, more whimsical, and more high-end look. To finish off the look, I will add more berries, this time pearl berries, to make it cohesive with my red and white mint theme. And I will add some mint picks as well, and I think it looks so beautiful. I also added some berries in the middle of my bowl, and that's it for this beautiful centerpiece. As a centerpiece, you can add one of those Dollar Tree candle holders and add some candles. Or if you like to hang this swag to the door or on the wall, you can add a hanger on the back and display it like that. For my next project, I will be using this velvet looking stripe gift bag from Dollar Tree, and I will cut just the front portion because on the back is just the plain stripes. I like to use the velvet portion to it with this beige vintage stripe, and I will cut it off first. Now that I cut off the gift bag, I will be using this garden sign that I have from Dollar Tree. I like the shape of it. I'm also showing you can use those fall signs as well to cover up with this gift bag. I'm tracing off the sign on the bag and then I will cut it off and glue it on top of this sign. With extra texture on this gift bag that it gives the velvet look, this sign looks like originally was made like this. I really love the shape and the frame of it. These two combined just perfect. I will be adding this candy cane grandma crinkle IOD transfer. This one is from last year IOD holiday transfers and it fit just perfect for my candy store Candyland today. I will release the transfer with my scraping tool. I will add some extra embellishment to it and I have an amazing perfect sign, and I think I will add a stand for this sign, but for now I will just leave it like it is. I added more candy canes on the bottom to make it more fuller. I will finish off the transfers on the side as well, and also where the holes are from the gift bag, I will cover them with faux mini peppermint candies, and also I will gently seal my transfer with a clear wax after I transfer all those transfers. And after it's all finished, I will add some liners on the frame with a golden marker and a burgundy furniture marker, and at the end I will just add a white puffy paint for extra texture on the frame, and that's it for this quick and easy makeover. Dollar Tree is jam-packed with Christmas items. I found some peppermint items and I wanted to turn them into high-end decor for Christmas. I grabbed these two glass candle holders and I wanted to stain them with using a Mod Podge and a red paint. After I mix the paint with the Mod Podge, I will apply it on the candle holders and I will let them dry. Now that they're dry, this is how they look. I really love this stained glass. I will add these peppermint theme plates, and also as a handle I will use these peppermint candy sticks, and I'm cutting it on the bottom with my miter shears. My husband helped me because the plastic was too hard to cut it off, and I cut 2 of them on the bottom, and I will use them as a handle on my large lollipop topiary. If you look at lollipops like this at the high-end stores, they sell for $169. So why spend that much? With the help of these Dollar Tree items, we made ours with just a few dollars. I added the handles inside of the candlesticks with a generous amount of glue. I fill out the empty space with a faux snow, and I'm also gluing the plate and the stick, adding a generous amount of glue as well. I did the same step on my second peppermint topiary, and now that they're done, I'm also adding these bow velvet ribbons. Those are from Hobby Lobby. And that's it for these amazing cute topiaries. For my next creation, I will be using clothespins. I think I used 60 of them. I will remove their springs, and I will glue the wood pieces together the opposite side. And you can create so many things with these clothespins. So if you find them at Dollar Tree, grab as much as you find. And when I show you what I created, you can even use them as a gift to someone you like. After I glue them all, I will use 2 paints, red and white, and I will let them dry. Now that they're dry and I have 2 colors, red and white, I will add them in this round wood sign. I also painted my wood round with a red paint. In the middle, I'm adding this candy theme sign that I got from Temu, and now on top of it, I am creating a border with my clothespins, with creating a pattern red and white, perfect cohesive with my peppermint theme. Just like so, super easy. Now that it's all completed like that, I'm adding extra little bit touch-ups with creating a polka dots on my clothespins, and on the white ones I'm adding a red dots, and on the red clothespins I am adding a white polka dots, so we can have a beautiful whimsical sign or door hanger. For extra embellishment, I am adding some picks and some messy bow with a peppermint ribbon, and that's it for this cute makeover. Another great find at Dollar Tree are those LED tapper candles. I love how they lighting up. The light is like a glittery light. What I will do is I'm adding this glittery ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I'm gluing it into a shape of a peppermint swirls. Just like so, very cute and very easy for less than a minute, and you have an amazing look beside my sign. And look how cohesive they look with my sign and those candles. Those mini peppermint risers are from Hobby Lobby. They were like $3 each, just perfect for my decor today. And look how amazing they all look together. I have some clothespins left over from my sign, so instead of throwing them away, I will create an ornament with adding 8 of them on each ornament and creating like a pattern star, just perfect. I am adding first the red clothespins, and then in between I will add the white ones, and on top of that I will add those ornaments that I got in my stash. You can add some brooches, you can add some bows, anything you like. And I just show you how, without breaking a bank, you can create an amazing budget-friendly Christmas gifts. Now that I made my ornaments, I am also adding a candle with this glitter ribbon, also from Dollar Tree, to make them into more high-end. And look how expensive they look with a nice gift box. Just beautiful. Have you seen those popcorn containers at Dollar Tree? I will grab the smaller ones. They came as a set, 2 for $1.25. What I will do is the middle part where it says popcorn, I will remove them with 100% acetone, and we'll add something else. And I love the stripe, just perfect for our peppermint candy theme. And this is another great gift idea, and I will show you how easy and very budget friendly you can create something unique and beautiful, and everybody will remember you by giving someone a beautiful gift like this. Now that my containers are nice and clean on both sides, I will add some embellishments. You can add a faux mint candy just like that and call it a day for those containers. For mine, I will add some rub-on transfers. I'm using IOD transfers, and I will add one design on one side and another design on the other side with adding these transfers and releasing the header sheet with the scraping tool, and we have a perfect look for these new containers. After my transfers are added, I will seal them with a clear wax, and now I will fill out my containers with a white styrofoam and some frosted peaks, berries, peppermint candies, anything you like. You can add any kind of candies you like. You can even add some real chocolate candy on top. I'm also adding these peppermint ornaments with a striped straw to make it more nice and high-end look. And in the middle you can add Christmas gift cards, and voila, perfect look just for the holidays. Dollar Tree is selling these jumbo ornaments and any kind of ornaments as well. And for my next creation, I am using these glass vases also from Dollar Tree. I'm painting them with a Mod Podge and the red paint. I will let them dry to get that stained glass, and I will create a topiary with my ornaments. Peppermint ornament is from last year from Walmart on clearance, but the rest of the ornaments are all from Dollar Tree. So now I will cut off their handles so it will be easier for me to add them as a topiary. I will glue them on top of my glass with adding first the peppermint one. With adding a generous amount of glue, I will hold it up until it's fully glued. And now on top of my largest ornament, I'm adding a red Chanel stem that will be my sturdy base when I will add a large amount of glue, and I will add my second ornament on top of it. I like this red ornament because it has swirls and it reminds me of my peppermint theme. And on top of the second ornament, I am also adding a glue and adding my Chanel stem, and I will add my finial ornament. You can add as much as ornaments as you like. I wanted to do this one as a 3 ornament topiary since my vase base on the bottom was tall, and on the bottom I also added some bows, and voila, I have an amazing topiaries that they were done with few dollars. And if you see topiaries like this at high-end store, they can be a bit pricey. This is a super amazing hack. Grab these jars, peppermint jars from Dollar Tree, fill them up with some peppermint candy, and on top I am adding these peppermint candy ornaments as a handle. You can add anything you like on your lids. You can even fill them up with a spackling, like adding a frosting and adding some faux candy on it, and you will have an amazing look. Also, another find at Dollar Tree are those oval trays, just perfect for your kitchen decor and perfect gift idea as well. For my next project, I'm using those 2 peppermint candy sticks that I cut off earlier for my topiaries, and I will put them together with zip ties. So I'm adding 2 zip ties, one vertical and one horizontal, so I can make them nice and sturdy. And on top of that, after I add this zip tie, I will add some frosted picks and a huge bow that I created with 3 different ribbons, stripe, polka dot, and another peppermint ribbon as well, to make it more high-end and more beautiful. And we have an amazing, beautiful look done in less than 5 minutes, and it will look perfect on our door for Christmas. And in this episode, I'm showing you how you can create amazing boutique gorgeous looks for our Christmas without breaking a bank that anybody can do. You don't need to have any kind of skills for all these creations that I created today, and at the end you will be so happy that you made them with lots of love and very satisfying look at the end. And to finish off my peppermint candy theme, today I will be using one of those Dollar Tree canvas with adding this hot cocoa peppermint transfer sign from IOD. I will add it on top of it, and I will release the transfer until the whole transfer is added on my canvas. I am also adding some different kind of transfer designs on the edges to create like a frame. And that's it. Super quick and easy but beautiful makeover. The chimes of these cheap Dollar Tree bells need a coat of a soft gold and a sophisticated sound for a story to be told. After I remove the accessory that this belt came with, I will add a mixture of a matte black with the 2 shades of gold, all from Dollar Tree, and I gave it a 2 to 3 good coats to get that sophisticated soft gold brass look to the bell. Decorative brass bells are characteristic of the luxurious classic and a cozy Ralph Lauren Christmas. These bells are a key accent piece used to capture a sense of old world charm and quiet elegance in holiday and home decor. And to finish off this look and for more glam, I am adding a velvet green bow on top with a green jewel in the middle, and this project is done. These Dollar Tree arch frames are primed for a grand holiday pose, and with a tartan inside where a fine greeting goes, I added a golden shimmer into the frame. For the inside part, I am adding a portion from this Dollar Tree give bag. Super quick and easy project. And there is 2 sizes of these arch frames. One is 5x7 and other is 4x6. Since we did 5x7 with the give bag, for the smaller frame, I will be adding this tartan wrapping sheet. I'm just cutting off a portion just enough to fit inside of the frame. And you can leave this frame like it is. It looks perfect next to the larger 3 frame that we did. However, I decided to add just a little accessory on top of the glass. I made molds out of these Victoriana IOD with resin. I let them dry. I painted them with a gold and black, and I am gluing one of these cute ornaments on top of the glass. With the leftover IOD molds, I am turning them into ornaments with a quick velvet ribbon on top with a jewel. I turn them into an upscale, sophisticated look. I will show you amazing hack with a glitter that you can use for Christmas or any holiday. I'm using a brown glitter. I'm pouring it into a glass and I'm using brown roses. I am using a hairspray, spraying the rose, and I am dipping the rose inside of the glitter. And with this, in few seconds, you have an amazing glamour that shines in the town. If you want to do this hack, you can use the same color of glitter that your roses are, and you will have a perfect look just like this. Super quick and easy projects. After my roses are done, look how glamorous they look. I will add them into my Mackenzie Childs vase, and we have a perfect look for the holidays. Ralph Lauren teddy bear became an iconic symbol of the brand, representing its heritage, style, and charm. I downloaded those images from the Etsy shop, and we are using simple frames to display with a fine flat teddy bear image, one on 5x7 green Dollar Tree picture frame, and other is made golden, previously black. I just added the golden paint on the frame, and we have a perfect look for our office or library for the holidays. And to make our look like one of those Ralph Lauren's windows displays, I grabbed one of my daughter's teddy bear plushies, and I'm just adding a velvet ribbon, and we have a perfect look representing Ralph Lauren Christmas look. And for a warm glowing look, I found these Ralph Lauren dupes at Dollar Tree. There's 3 colors, tartan, cream, and red plaid as well. I didn't grab the red one. I should go back and get it. Just perfect look for display or gifts. And with a plush velvet felt, I will give a nice makeover to this frame with this gift bag that have that velvet felt, and I will just cut off a portion just enough to fit in front of this frame, and after I trace off the middle part, I will cut it off and I will glue it on top of my frame. On the inside part, I'm adding a piece of a velvet green fabric, and on top of this frame, I'm adding this reindeer hat with horns. Perfect makeover and amazing look. Grab this Dollar Tree Halloween metallic tray for a holiday display. I painted the side with a black matte finish, and for more sophisticated and glam look, I am adding a golden highlight on the frame, on the handle, and the inside part as well. I will let it dry, and now for the middle part, I will add a tartan faux leather look that I have for a couple of years. I added the tray over and I trace it over into oval shape. I will add a generous amount of Mod Podge and I will smooth out this beautiful tartan fabric into an amazing look for the holidays. Not just any plaid will do. If you're going for the Ralph Lauren aesthetic, make sure you select pieces with a tartan print, a traditional Scottish plan, and one of their famous one is the one with the forest green, deep navy, and rich burgundy looks that makes the sophisticated looks for the holidays. These Dollar Tree tiles are perfect for coasters, and we will cover them with a plaid green napkin with decoupaging them with a Mod Podge. We'll cut off the excess on the side. To smooth it out, we can even use a lighter, and also we'll seal the napkin on top with a Mod Podge. And after all that part is done, we will add some golden shimmer around the edges, and perfect new look for this quick and easy project, perfect for your dining room, coffee table where you can add your refreshing drink or your cocoa for the cold winter nights. Grab one of these Dollar Tree glass vases and fill it out with some golden ornaments inside, and in the middle just add these cedar picks. Wrap a white velvet ribbon on top of the glass, and a simple chic move that will bring elegance to the place. Let's dress these candle holders from Dollar Tree with some fine golden bow ornaments for a warm glowing look that the high-end home will show. Since the tails from those ornaments were a little bit longer, I will cut them off, and I will just glue them in front of this candle holder, and this quick and easy hack is done for less than 5 minutes. Another amazing find at Dollar Tree are those arched mirrors. I give it a distressing with a gold shimmer like I did on my previous projects. For the inside part, I'm adding this green velvet fabric. I'm just gluing it on the edges on the other side of the mirror. I'm cutting off the axes and putting them all together. And now for the inside part, we will add a brass painted Santa with the classical appeal that's ahead of the game, and I will make that Santa out of iodine mold and resin, and I will paint it out with black matte paint and gold mixture, a chic holiday feature that follows the theme. Now that the Santa is nice, dry, and ready, I will add it on the inside part. I'm cutting off a little bit on the edges to fit on the inside part, and for a sturdy hold, I will add a tight bond glue, and for a immediate hold, I will add a hot glue. And on the edges of this frame, also I'm adding some cute molds that they're part of this Santa iodine mold. And that's it for this project. And another great find are those bell candle holders from Dollar Tree. I added these green tapper candles also from Dollar Tree. I wrapped this velvet ribbon around them, and super cute and very rich look. Do you want to build a snowman, but not the kind you melt? We're using budget-friendly finds at Dollar Tree, and we will create a frosty friend with love and care. I'm using 2 ornaments from Dollar Tree, one smaller, one larger, and those cute fuzzy socks also from Dollar Tree, white color. And I'm covering with one sock the larger ornament first. I'm cutting off the top and then I am tying it with the twine to make it nice and secure. After I tie it with the twine, I am cutting off the axis, and I will repeat the same step on my smaller ornament with the other sock that we have. And for $2.50, we built the body of the snowman. Now that my 2 ornaments are nice and covered, I will glue them together where we tie them with the twine so we can cover that part. Around the neck, we will add some furry scarf with adding this furry ribbon that I have in my stash. This one is from Hobby Lobby. I had it for ages and it's perfect for my snowman scarf. So I just cut off a line and I will glue it around the neck. For snowman boots, I will be using those Dollar Tree skate ornaments, just perfect and super cohesive with the furry scarf that we created. I love these gray plaid skates. I will cut them in half, just enough to fit for my snowman. And now that I cut off the skate in half, I will add that fur that this boot came with, except I will just cut it on a smaller, tinier line, and I will add it on top of the shoe. Also, I removed the shoelace, but I really like those shoelace because they came with the cute little bells on the bottom. After I add the fur, I will add the shoelace back, and I will repeat the same step on my second skate as well, and then I will add those 2 shoes on my snowman. For snowman hat, I will be using one of those Dollar Tree hat ornaments, and I will just remove the red plaid. And this is such a cute ornament, and it's in a perfect shape that you can remove the fabric and add any fabric that you like. And I will add the same fur fabric that I add the scarf, and I will just cover the hat on top and on the side. Super easy to do. I mean, you can make a hat just with styrofoam and cover it with the fabric, but since I have all these in my stash, it was just the perfect cover up to make a new hat for the snowman. After I add the fur on top and on the side, just to add more embellishment, I will add this black and white twine around, and also I will add some white berries and some picks, and I will glue the hat on the side of my snowman. For his hands, I cut off 2 branches from outside, and also I cut off 2 pieces of fabric in a shape of mittens, and I will add those on the bottom part of the branch. I will repeat the same step on the second branch with the 2 mittens on the bottom, and then I will cut off the branch a little bit on the side, and I will glue them into my snowman. For his belly, I'm adding 3 buttons on the bottom, And also I got some decals to make his cute face, and also I have a carrot for his nose. I will add those eyes and a cute face and a lips. I will add some cute cheeks with a red paint and my brush, and also I'm covering his tiny hands with more fur fabric to make it so cute. And my snowman is done. Very cute, very easy, and very inexpensive. Pottery Barn is selling a snowman shaped pillow similar like mine, and super pricey. Have a little guy. He's got a twinkle in his eye. He's made from Dollar Tree finds, ornaments, socks, and glue. And he's soft and fuzzy, warm and neat. Cutest little snowman you will ever meet. For my next project, I grabbed some blank ornaments from Dollar Tree, and I will add a Mod Podge and a white paint on the inside part with mixing the Mod Podge and the paint together first. And also I will spritz a little water so the paint can spread over faster, and I will just leave them overnight for the paint to drain and get dry. And next day we have the nice clean look for my ornaments. I will add these cute snowman decals, the same decals that I used on my first project, and now I will have a cute snowman face ornaments. Super easy to do, and I will have the links for these decals in my description box. Those are from Amazon for just a few dollars. You can add those decals on your jars, on your ornaments, and you can always draw a cute faces like this. But for a super quick and easy DIY, those decals are just perfect for many projects for our winter Christmas decor. Painting is not for you, don't worry. I will show you how to find a high-end holiday decor with Dollar Tree gift bags and a Dollar Tree frame all together into a perfect art piece. If you look at pieces like this online, they're so pricey, and you can make one with only $2.50, perfect for the holidays. The next project, we are taking a frame and adding some flair for sophisticated winter decor. On the inside part, I'm adding snowflakes, 5 of them. You can always add lights on the side. This frame is so deep enough that you can add some lights. At this point, I didn't have any lights, but I would add them definitely. And now that my snowflakes are added on the inside part of my frame, I will also use these skate ornaments. I just remove the red embellishments, and I am replacing them with some white berries and some white frosted peaks and pearls to make it all nice, sophisticated, and high-end. I'm tying the twines together, and now that long twine part that I added on my skates, I will tie them on the back part on my frame to make it all nice and sturdy. And this project is done in no time, and it looks so beautiful. Now, if you want a cozy scene that is small and sweet, here is a super cute, easy DIY. You will use one of those Dollar Tree wooden slices, one of those flocked trees, paired with a simple snowman ornament figurine. Add it all together. On the bottom, I added some faux snow for a frosted look, and for less than few minutes, you have a perfect, beautiful mini scenery. And if you like your decor fancy and grand, let's make some gilded frames, perfectly planned. And we transform these plastic frames with some glaze, and then for the inside part, I'm just using a white cardboard, and I added some ornaments with the bow window clings that I picked up from Walmart. And for less than few seconds, you have an amazing new look for those Dollar Tree frames. Now let's set the table with the centerpiece that's a grand and stable, and I will create a nice centerpiece with this can that I have in my stash with the snowman and kids. I'm adding some styrofoam and a floral foam and covering it with a moss. As a center, I will add this cute snowman ornament. I'm gluing it on top of the moss, and then on the back part, I'm adding all kinds of frosted peaks and glitter, snowflakes, and very sophisticated look. And to finish off this look, I will add one of those mini wooden tags from Dollar Tree, except the clip, I just flip it over vertically, and I'm adding one of those frosted snowman IOD transfer, just the perfect tag for my centerpiece. I also add clear wax to seal the IOD transfer. I will add a wooden stick on the back, and I will add it to my centerpiece. I added more frosted peaks on the back, and this cute centerpiece is done. And if you want a look that's not quite white, This Santa kitschy ornament is colorful and bright and perfect little shimmer as a centerpiece. Now that I remove the tag and the hook on the ornament, I will use Chanel stem in silver so we can add that kitschy vintage decor to it. And I will add some balloons, actually mini ornaments to look like a balloons, and we will make this cute little Santa holding a bouquet of balloons. Super quick and easy to do. Just grab those mini ornaments from Dollar Tree, add Chanel stem, tie them all together one by one, make them all nice and sturdy, and then tie them together like a bouquet. I even glue the ornaments so they don't separate, and I will add them into the Santa hands. As a perfect color for my kitschy Santa is this birthday round box from Dollar Tree. I am adding a floral foam inside. I will glue my Santa on the side. I will glue the balloons in his hand, and for extra embellishment on the back we will add some cohesive brush trees that I have in my stash. Those are from Easter. I have some feathers, some picks. I'm also filling out the foam with some dry moss, and also we will add some vase fillers, silver and white, to make it more fuller and more cohesive. I will add some gift ornament up front just to fill out the space, and for less than few minutes you have a perfect kitschy vintage centerpiece. To make it more whimsical, more kitschy, and more beautiful, I decided to add one of those IOD vintage transfer on the box, and I seal it with a clear wax, and that's it for this quick and easy project. To add more pieces to our wall art gallery, we're adding more frames with painting them white and adding a silver shade with this silver paint from Dollar Tree. And for the inside part, I will use these fluorescent gift boxes. I really like those print with the trees and one with the reindeer. They fit perfect with this frame. I'm tracing them over with the scissors so I can cut them off to fit just perfect inside of these frames. And I really like that shades that it's coming out of those gift boxes, and perfect as our wall art pieces for winter scenery. to finish up the walls, here are 3 more to get a matching forest gallery, a perfect frame set using gift boxes. Again, we made them look new with cheerful Christmas scenery, perfect as a Christmas decor. As I'm scrolling over online, art pieces like this can be a bit pricey, as you can see, and we can make ours for not even $2 and some change, and you have a perfect, amazing, unique look, very inexpensive. And to finish off our cabin corner, here is one more great sign, a snowy tree in a frame with this gift bag that is beautiful and fine, and it pairs perfectly with our decor and the last piece of art that bring a rustic joy, super quick and easy, done with those frames. And another comparison with the similar art pieces like this, $69 versus $250. I don't see any difference. 18-inch wreath ring is perfect find at Dollar Tree to create amazing wreath for winter and Christmas using some fur scarves or fur fabric from Dollar Tree. Also, you can use some fur ribbon if you have. I have this fur ribbon in my stash, and I will cover this wreath with adding just a little bit of glue so I can start up the ribbon, and I'm just rolling it over until the whole wreath is covered with it. I will cut off the excess at the end, and I just add a little bit of glue, and for less than 5 minutes I have a luxe wreath that I can gift or put it in my door throughout the whole winter, not just Christmas. For extra embellishment, I am creating a swag with those frosted peaks, starting with the longest one. I am adding equally pieces on both sides. I will put them together with a jute twine, and after I got the look that I like, I will add it on top of my fur wreath. With adding the swag on top of the wreath with the twine, on the back of the wreath I am also creating a hanger with the same jute that I added the swag, and now on top of it I created a simple 2-loop velvet brown bow, and on top of it I will add one of those totally dazzled jewel. I think it looks so beautiful with just a little detail, and voila! Dollar Tree candle holders are always great idea, and they can be perfect as gifts with adding just a little bit of embellishment. I am creating molds with these unicorn IOD molds with adding just the resin. I will let it dry for just a few minutes, and having the IOD molds are such a great investment that you can create so much and you can make amazing gifts. Now that my unicorns are ready, since my resin was in a white color, I am just adding a Mod Podge and I am covering them with a white sparkly glass glitter, and I will let them dry before I add them to my candle holders. Now that the sparkle is ready, I will add them on top of my candle holders with adding a cement glue on the edges for a sturdy hold, and in the middle I will just add a line of a hot glue for immediate hold, and you have an amazing gift idea and amazing decor. In the last episode, I made a blue one. Now it's time for a pink Santa. We will make a pink Santa with these cute pink ornaments that I got from Walmart and some mini Dollar Tree ornaments. We will turn them into a bouquet of balloons with putting them together in a Chanel stem, and I will glue them all together, and then that Chanel stem on the bottom, we will add it inside of a pink straw, and we will have a perfect bouquet of balloons for Santa, just like that. Super cute. Also, I will be using this cute pink container from Dollar Tree. I will fill it out with a floral foam so we can add more branches and more beautiful embellishments. So after I fill it out with this floral foam, I will add a glue and I will cover it with a faux snow, also from Dollar Tree. And after that, we will make a beautiful vintage retro Santa from 70s. We always gotta have something vintage in our house that it looks timeless. Now that my tin can is covered with the snow, I will also add these lights. Those lights were like $1 from Walmart. I will just glue them and add the battery on the back of the container, and I am gluing the Santa in the middle, adding pink brush trees. Those are like few cents also from Walmart. I am adding them on the back of Santa, and also I will add some pink pearl branches that I have in my stash just to make it all so cohesive, vintage and beautiful. I will add more branches in front and some ornaments, and for less than a few minutes you have amazing look with this cute Santa, perfect as a gift idea for kiddos or as a part of your home decor this year. Lots of you are creating in pink, so this is just a beautiful pink shabby decor. Also, on top of the container, I am adding this velvet ribbon with a bow. This one is from Dollar Tree as well. and I'm showing you where I added the battery. I will cover it also with some branches, and look how beautiful it looks. Another great gift idea are creating molds with these snow globes with the resin from IOD, and on top of it I am adding some IOD transfers. I am just using their scraping tool until the IOD is releasing from the header sheet. Such a cute and beautiful look. I will repeat the same step on my other two ornaments as well, with finding some cute transfers with this IOD booklet. I mean, if you don't have those IOD transfers and molds, you can always work and create ornaments like this with some stickers, decoupage napkins, and some ornaments from Dollar Tree painted in white. And with adding some extra embellishment, you will have an amazing look. Now that my transfer are added, I am just adding a Mod Podge to seal them, and on top of it, while the Mod Podge is still wet, I will add some crystal clear glitter on top and on the side, and also on the edges I am just adding some golden shimmer with some golden paint, just to have that beautiful looks. While my ornaments are drying, I will be using this oval frame as well, with painting it in a white color. While the paint is still wet, I am adding a baking soda to get that felt velvet look, and I will let it dry for a few hours. Now that it's dry, with a dry brush, I'm going over to release the baking powder and to get that felt velvet look on my frame. On top of it, I added some branches, and I will add some brown velvet bow for extra luxurious look. And look how beautiful it looks. Doesn't even look like a Dollar Tree frame. I'm also adding these pearl branches on the side for extra embellishment, and for the middle part of my frame I will add one of those ornaments that we created, with adding some pearl ribbon on the edges to hold, and beautiful decor and gift idea. And for my other two ornaments, to make them more luxurious, I added a velvet ribbon and a velvet bow, and amazing beautiful look. I created this vase riser during Easter, so you can have this decor throughout the whole year, and now it's a perfect time to add some embellishments for winter and Christmas. I added this glass vase from Dollar Tree, candle holder, As a cap, I use one of those mirror coasters. I painted white and I added one of those crystal handle on top of it. And now I am adding faux snow. I'm adding one of those LED candles from Dollar Tree and vase fillers in white and silver. And on top of the cap, on the back of it, I will add some silver mini ornaments from Dollar Tree. I will just add a simple tape and I will glue them on the bottom part of this cap in a shape like a chandelier, so we can make them look like they're hanging on the inside part of the vase. And you have an amazing hack as a decor, or you can even gift this to someone and they will love it. And look how beautiful and glamorous it looks. For less than 5 minutes with Dollar Tree item, you can create an amazing, beautiful winter decor look. For my next creation, I downloaded this ballerina image from Etsy shop. I like to support small business, and after I print them out, I will decoupage them in one of my snow globe ornament. I'm just cutting off the edges just enough to fit, and I will just decoupage it with a Mod Podge. Also, I will add some snowy glitter on the edges, and we will add it into one of those 3D Dollar Tree wreaths. If you see those, they look like a snow globes. Grab them. You can make amazing centerpieces. So now that I made my ornament, I will seal it. And as I mentioned, I'm adding some glitter on top of it, and I will leave it on the side. This is the 3D wreath from Dollar Tree. I have this for a while. I hope they're still selling them because you can make amazing centerpieces. On the bottom, I will add floral foam, and also the rings, I will cover them with these white picks that they are also from Dollar Tree. You will need 2 packages of them to cover all rings with it. Super simple and easy, just going through the rings and covering them all until they're fully complete, just like that. I'm also using this glass candle holder. I'm adding a glue, and that will be my rising base on the bottom of my centerpiece, just like that. On the foam part, I will fill it out with a faux snow, but before that, I will add some lights, and I will add some frosted peaks on the side just to make it more luxurious and fabulous. And it will look beautiful throughout the whole winter season as a centerpiece. You can add more peaks, berries, just to fill out the spaces. I'm also adding some ornaments. And now to add my ballerina ornament in the middle, I will add a pearl ribbon so I can just make it hanging on top of it, and I will just glue it on top just like that, and it looks amazing. If you have like a ballerina ornament, you can also add it. Such an amazing, beautiful idea for girls or just as a decor in general. Add some pearls on top. I'm also adding some pearl bow on the middle, and beautiful, amazing, very inexpensive look. I'm pretty sure all of you have an empty glass jar in your stash. Just paint it white and add some decoupage. I will be adding this wreath decoupage sheet, but you can add some napkin or anything you like. Be creative and create amazing, unique look for the recipient, and they will be very happy with filling out jars like this with some candies, some cookies, or some beautiful goodies inside of it, and they will love it. Now I am decoupaging my sheet with a Mod Podge. Super quick and easy. Just like that. I will also seal it on top of it just to make a beautiful, nice surface. On the back of it, I will add more paint, and I will also make it smoother with the baking soda so we can have that felt velvety look. So it will have a nice texture, and I will let it dry on the side. For the cap of my jar, I will drill a hole first, and then I wanted to paint it gold, but then I decided with the look on my jar, I think silver and glitter will look way better. So after I drill the hole, I will paint it with the silver paint. This paint, believe it or not, is from Dollar Tree and is such a good quality. I'm also painting the cap of the handle that I have from my Dollar Tree to make it all cohesive. And while the paint is wet, I will add some glitter. But before that, I'm also painting those bow and tassel molds from IOD that I have made. And now while the paint is wet, I'm adding this glass crystal glitter on top of it, and I will let them dry, and look how beautiful and luxurious they look. And after they're dry, I will add them back to my jar. Now that the paint is dry with the baking powder, I just grab one of my dry brushes and I'm just removing the baking powder for that felt velvet filling on the back. And I will put all the pieces together. I will glue the bow and the tassel in front of the decoupaged wreath for extra beautiful embellishment. And voila! From trash to treasure and into an amazing gift idea. Another amazing gift ideas that I made are with these Dollar Tree mirror frames and Santa mold from IOD with some velvet fabric and some jewel on the bottom with Dollar Tree gift boxes. I made the tags with their monograms from the IOD stamps. I added a Merry Christmas ornament with a velvet bow, and look how luxurious it looks for the recipients, and everybody will be amazed and happy. I always like to grab one of these round mirror frames from Dollar Tree and give them a nice makeover. I will be using one of them with this black candle holder, also from Dollar Tree. I'm using the smooth part on this candle holder with adding a Tide Bond glue for strong hold, and for immediate hold on the edges, I'm adding a hot glue, and I will make it into a riser. Now that my riser is created, on top of the mirror, I will add this floral foam round shape, and I will add these peaks on the side until the whole foam is complete and full with all those peaks on the side. Now that I added all the peaks, this is how it looks. Now you can add a candle holder on top of it and you have an amazing, beautiful look for Christmas. But I wanted to add more. Before I add more embellishment, I'm adding some red berries on the side. And also, I will be adding this frosted garland on the side on top of the foam, just so I can have like a fuller base, and I will glue it on the side on top of the foam. And now I will add these cute figurines with a boy and a girl playing musical instrument, perfect for Christmas and creating a nice Christmas Eve stage view. On the back, I will add this Santa mailbox. To fill out the foam, I will add some green moss on top of it. I am adding this cute train that I have, ornament. This is in my stash. I think I grabbed it from either Dollar Tree or Walmart last year. I have that ornament since last year. And as you can see, I'm creating like a stage perfect for Christmas Eve, where kids are playing Christmas carols on Christmas Eve, and the city is full of people and everybody is enjoying this moment full of blessings, celebrating Jesus' birth. To make my centerpiece more fuller on the side, I added 2 mini brush trees from Dollar Tree and this peak perfect with the drum. And to complete the look, the Santa gramophone on the side, playing some musical songs as well. Another amazing find at Dollar Tree are those cute lanterns. Look how beautiful they light up. I grabbed 2 of them, but I wanted to give them just a little bit of makeover. I didn't like the ribbon on them, so I removed the peak, I removed the ribbon, and simply I just added a velvet beige tulip ribbon just to make it cohesive with my decor this year. I add the pine cone on top of it and I will glue them back to my lanterns. I really love how those lanterns look so high-end. They look like they're metallic, but actually those are plastic, but with that distress colors on them, they look just perfect beside my cute centerpiece that I created with those children and the train and the Santa on the back. And you have an amazing high-end boutique gorgeous looks with all those beautiful Dollar Tree pieces and some extra embellishments on top of it that anybody can do, and you have a perfect look for Christmas. More frames from Dollar Tree. If you see those, grab them. You can turn them into an amazing looks, not just as a decor, but as a very inexpensive gift that you can fill out in a Christmas basket with just adding a little touch with those frames. What I will do first is I will cover them with these music sheet notes that I have in my stash. First, I'm using these cute wooden frames. You can paint those frames as you wish, but for now, I decided to leave them as they are, with just adding this music sheet. I'm using these 2 shape of frames, and after I glue the sheet on the back of the frame, I will add another frame on the back so we can have a complete look on these cute ornaments. So I repeated the same step on my other wood frame as well, and then I will cover my rest of the frames with this music sheet paper. Now that my frames are all covered with this musical sheet, I will add some IOD transfer on each with removing the music sheet just like that and adding these IOD mini cute whimsical transfers. It's super easy. I'm just using the scraping tool and releasing the header sheet, and we have a perfect look with those transfers. If you don't have transfers like this, you can add some Dollar Tree stickers. You can even add some figurines or some jewels on top. Either way, they all will look cute. And after you add all those embellishments to hang them on a Christmas tree, you can add some velvet ribbon to make them more high-end look. You can package them in a beautiful gift box, perfect for Christmas gift, and voila! For less than couple of minutes, you have an amazing, beautiful look done with lots of love. And today I show you that you don't need to make a lot of effort to create budget-friendly Christmas, and you're saving a lot, and you will create an amazing, unique, beautiful looks that you can use in your decor or use them as a gift idea that everybody will love them. Now that we are done with these elegant treats, the high-end holiday style is now complete. I hope these Dollar Tree crafts brought you bliss, and if you like this content and for more, don't forget to like, share, hype, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. And until next time, my darlings, Merry Christmas and stay blessed from me to you. Bye-bye.